to the Groovy Goddess Gang podcast. I'm India, and I am so grateful that you're here. Happy Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, I'm super excited for this episode, but first, I just gotta thank all y'all for listening and then coming back for episode 2. What? I am so grateful for the warm responses I've gotten so far from people. I've received so much love, support, and some truly meaningful messages. I even had a few people reach out to tell me that they had been or currently are in survival mode and didn't even realize it until they watched the first episode of Triple G. And that meant so much. All of it did. To see this community is already growing and making a difference. Ooh, this shit gonna be lit, y'all.
So, in honor of it being the first episode in Mental Health Awareness Month, it felt quite fitting to make this month's Triple G theme emotional expression.
Our second episode of the Triple G podcast is titled Fuck Vulnerability. Intrigued? Now, bear with me and hear me out, okay? Remember, the mission of Triple G is to talk about emotions, mental health, shit, even terminology we use in society to at least get us talking, right? Seeing and being open to different perspectives and creating a safe and non-judgmental space to do so.
So, after doing some research, a lot of research on the word vulnerability, this is what I've determined, okay? We need to stop being vulnerable. All right, hear me out. I've been thinking about this specific topic for months now. I'm super excited to see what y'all think. All right, so funny story, okay? I was in it's actually not a funny story at all. I was basically just in a debate on the term vulnerable, okay? So we decided to look up the definition. Now, mind you, I have my degree in psychology and health and wellness education, all right? I love that shit. I studied that shit for like half a decade, yo. So I do know my stuff. However, due to the many articles I've read, essentially talking about the power of vulnerability, embrace vulnerability, I thought there had to be some sort of positive definition in relation to, vulnerable emotions, right? Because society is always using the word vulnerability and linking it to emotional openness, right? So let's check this out, all right? The Latin root of the word vulnerable literally means to wound or to be wounded. Yeah, let that soak in, right? The definition of vulnerable is rooted in weakness, okay? Now check this out. Let's look at the Oxford's definition. Susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. All right, let's look at Merriam-Webster's. Let's see what they have to say, right? Vulnerable means open to attack or damage or capable of being emotionally or physically wounded. Well, that's interesting. Let's look at the synonyms, right? For fun. Oh, look at that. Weakness, defenselessness, helplessness, powerlessness. What? Essentially every single one of these, relates to being defenseless, weak, or at risk. That doesn't reflect the strength it truly takes to actually open up, right? I mean, look at the antonyms even, right? Unexposed, protected, sheltered. I want to be more like that, right? Not at risk of harm. So now I won't name any names for now, but I can't tell you how many times I see psych articles, educational research, even podcasts that talk about the power of vulnerability, right? So let's define emotional vulnerability. What everyone is promoting. Okay, let's just wrap it all together in a nice little bow. Check this out. Emotional vulnerability is most often felt as anxiety about being rejected, shamed, or judged as inadequate. It is been defined as uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. So even psychology defines it as uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. But why is everyone discussing the power of essentially weakness? Why are we promoting vulnerability in society? This is the issue, my friends. Why are we reinforcing fear? Okay, bottom line is we've been trained to link emotional openness with weakness because of the word we use to describe it. This is one of the reasons, right? But one step at a time. So I wanted to test this theory that society has indeed taught us to view the term vulnerable as a positive thing. I decided to go out, walk around the park down the road from my house, and straight up ask random people. All right, now this is Miami, so let me tell you.
All right, y'all, wish me luck. I am walking to the park to start asking people. Hold your horses. Look at that freaking beautiful view. Life is fucking beautiful.
Step one is I need to learn how to use a fucking camera. Hey, how would you guys describe the word vulnerable? Positive or negative? Positive. Okay, thank you. That helps. Positive. We got two more positives. Yeah. So, how would you describe the word vulnerable? Positive or negative? Positive. Interesting. Okay, if you want to talk about it more, Groovy got us thing. Check me out. Okay, so I wasn't recording any of that. We're translating. Ladies, can I ask you a question? How do you describe the word vulnerable? Positive or negative? Oh, really? Like, not even a nod? So yeah, as you see, tough crowd, painful to watch at most of the time. However, I was able to ask about a dozen or so people, most of which not wanting to be filmed. All good, feelings not hurt at all whatsoever. But only one person of those people said that they viewed the term vulnerable in a negative way. He was spot on. He was like, yo, straight up, that means weakness. It's not good. And I was like, yo, for real. But the other dozen or so indeed said it was a positive term to them. Proof that society is misleading us in this way, because it's definitely not the dictionary that's misleading us. Okay? Society keeps repeating this same negative cycle. Okay? When I was doing my research, I stumbled upon something truly horrifying. All right? I don't even know why I was looking this up, probably for this reason exactly, but I had already determined the word was negative, okay? And not something that is going to promote healthy growth or habits, right? I looked up the definition of the divine feminine. Now, if you're not familiar with this term, it basically refers to the energy within all of us that's intuitive, nurturing, creative, compassionate, emotionally open, right? And we can dive more into this topic later if you want, because I would love that. That'd be dope. But there were even traits of the divine feminine in which the term vulnerability is listed as a quality. Yet the word itself is rooted in weakness. Look, proof. So it's not just society that sees emotional openness as fragile. The language we use literally reinforces the idea that softness, compassion, and emotional honesty are signs of weakness. Why is openness, a neutral, positive term, not used instead? The language we use matters. You don't need to be vulnerable. You just need to be you and surround yourself with people who will provide a safe space for that and provide a safe space for them in return. This week, challenge the way you speak about your emotions, right? Let's replace vulnerability with words that actually empower emotional expression, okay? We can workshop with this, guys, but openness, emotional courage, rawness, authenticity, emotional honesty. These are ideas, but you know what? Let me know some ideas. Put some in the comments. Comment that shit. Let me know some other terms we can use to replace this negative word that essentially means weakness with a more empowering word. Let's rewrite the script together. So that's my rant. I do need to apologize for some inconsistency on my part. You see, I said the podcast was on Tuesdays, and here I am posting not on a Tuesday. Long story short, I messed up. Life happens. Blah, blah, blah. I did a whole freaking, I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to tell y'all. I did a whole recording session, right? With this mic not even on. Mind you, I have a whole other microphone that I still haven't figured out how to use. Just bear with me, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do this thing. So yeah, technology, hard, but we're learning. We're getting there. I promise I will be consistent next episode, and we shall make Tuesday work. Because it feels right. Because I said so. So look out for it. I'll be posting for sure. I'll post ASAP, Right now it's every other Tuesday, but I'm thinking every Tuesday sounds better. I don't know. What y'all think? Like, I know that's a silly thing to, because I'm not even posting on the right day, but like, let's just get it. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Just keep watching. Other than that, I really hope I didn't say the word like so much. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm working on it. My friends, my people let me know. I know. I say it too much, okay? Moving on. I posted the new May Triple G monthly newsletter. What's up? Please check it out. The advice column will be there next month. And please tell me your thoughts, ideas, suggestions to keep it groovy. You know, like, I would love to hear from my fam. I want to hear all the things. We're in this together. All right, all right. It's been real, y'all. I can't wait to hear your thoughts and keep building the gang, gang, gang. If this resonated with you, or you just thought it was interesting, or you just want to be part of the gang, you know, share this episode, tag a friend, drop a comment with some emojis and shit. I don't care. Let's just keep on building this thing. Dude, I'm so excited. And as always, stay groovy, baby.